Hello and welcome to Empire State Television. I'm Michael Sheets.
And I'm Lydia Moynihan.
Admissions is kicking off its Ambassador Society with the second inviso of the academic year next week. Current students who participate in the event will receive complimentary dinner and tickets to a Broadway show. Members of the Ambassador Society will also represent Kings at VIP and donor events, as well as host receptions for prospective students at their hometowns during the holidays. Email admissions@tkc.edu to get involved.
Election Day is right around the corner. In order to get students excited for the King's College Republicans' final debate watch party, reporter Emily Seddon hosted a game of Guess That Candidate earlier this week.
With our country's election day coming up on November 8th, we decided to find out how well King students know who they're voting for. I've always tried to tell the truth.
Oh, that's Hillary Clinton.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Final answer, Clinton?
Who would lie about that? Probably Hillary.
All right, you guys got that one right as well. All right.
I'm up on my political discourse. All right.
My IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Was that Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Jill Stein, or Gary Johnson?
I feel like that's definitely Donald Trump because he's like, I have the best words, so I think he would say something like that.
Correct. That's very nice. Which of the candidates described Hillary's campaign as roughed up by the media and a tough campaign, but her history is far from over?
Who would say that? Jill Stein, maybe? I don't know.
It's not Trump.
I would probably say Johnson.
I would say Johnson.
Johnson.
I don't know who Jill Stein is, so I would just say
It was Jill Stein.
No. Would you like to try again?
Jill Stein.
It was Donald Trump yet again. No, it was Trump. It was Trump. And one final question. That just seems to be part of the political back and forth now. To appeal to your base, to appeal to the ideologues who support you.
Clinton. I'm going to say Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton.
Okay, that's definitely a third party. I feel like that was Gary Johnson. No, it was Trump.
Would you like to take a final guess? It was Hillary Clinton. Live on Facebook, they got all of them correct. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ESTv.
Humans of TKC, created by our very own senior, Grace Crowley, is putting on an exciting storytelling event called Story Soiree. King's students, faculty, and alumni will share stories on this semester's topic, Bouncing Back. The event will take place later today at 7:30 p.m. in the Student Union.
You may have heard about the upcoming summer Paris study abroad trip. Want to know even more? Reporter Savannah White sat down with Alissa Wilkinson, one of the professors going on the trip, to gather some details about this amazing opportunity. Check it out.
Do you ever wish you could stand within the historical walls of Notre Dame, or see the Mona Lisa up close at the Louvre? How about visiting the Palace of Versailles, plated in gold in all its glory, while receiving 6 academic credits? Not only can you live in Paris for 6 weeks, but you would be under the world-class instruction of Professors Bleitler, Coleman, Siddell, and Wilkinson during the upcoming Summer Study Abroad program in Paris. The focus of this program is on French art, film, and literature. This abroad trip is a unique experience. Abigail Jennings, a senior here at King's, participated 2 years ago. She says, "Studying abroad is an amazing opportunity to expand exposure to culture, to arts, and to ideas beyond the confines of what we have come to know here. It was amazing to learn about French history or art, and then mere hours later be able to stand on the ground or room in which it was made. Who better to inform you about this program than one of the professors going on the trip herself?" Why is this trip so important to King students?
So in New York City, we get to go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or go to concerts or readings or whatever. In Paris is the same way, and of course Paris has some of the best museums in the world, including the Louvre. So in my class we'll be studying American writers who spent time in Paris in the 20s, like Fitzgerald and Hemingway. So being able to spend time in the places that they were actually in and that they were writing about helps us understand what was so attractive about the place to them and what that meant for how they developed as writers.
So should students apply if they just want to visit France?
You will work and go to class and spend a lot of time learning and seeing all kinds of things, going to museums. But it's also just a good way to get a feel for the country and for what it's like to be Parisian, which is a wonderful experience.
The trip is going to be taking place May 15th through June 24th, 2017. Only 10 students will be admitted to the program. For those interested in applying, the deadline for submitting your application is November 1st. If you are a junior or senior and you would like to apply, stop by Student Services to grab an application and to get any questions answered. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity.
What's happening this week in the city? EST editor Kaya Harvey published an article on Monday with an overview of local happenings. Grand Bazaar NYC is one event this Sunday. A Halloween-themed market on the Upper West Side. It features sweet treats from 25 local New York artisans.
Also, every Thursday through November 17th is Green Market on Water Street, a pop-up organic farmers market between Hanover Square and Broad Street. Read Harvey's article to find out more.
Before we go, reporter Isabel McCauley gives us her first installment of the all-new So You Think You Know Kings series.
You may know King's as a small Christian liberal arts school in the heart of New York City. And you can probably guess from the Wi-Fi password that it was founded somewhere around 1938. But the rest of the King's College history has remained rather mysterious until now. Today we'll take a look at the beginning years of the King's College, from its founding to the year 1960. Welcome to the first of our 3-episode series, So You Think You Know Kings, on ESTv. In 1932, Percy Crawford, a passionate Philadelphia Bible teacher with over 200 students in his school, the Young People's Bible School, had a vision for a Christian college. In 1936, Crawford purchased the original King's College campus in Belmar, New Jersey. 2 years after this purchase, on September 19, 1938, the newly titled President Crawford and his 10 faculty members welcomed the first incoming freshman class of the King's College, comprised of 70 students. Students attended mandatory daily chapel and started student life organizations, such as the K Club, which celebrated school spirit. The school moved to Belcastle, Delaware in 1941. The property included extensive farmlands where students learned to grow and cultivate their own food. Sports were an important and celebrated part of the school. Many male students in the 1940s enlisted in the Army, so many, in fact, that in the spring of 1944, only 7 men remained in the student body. In 1956, King's was forced to move yet again, and the former mansion was burned to the ground. The school then bought the Briarcliff Lodge, a luxury resort in Briarcliff, New York. The property was large and beautiful, with several inns for the college to utilize. Campus life at the school included the elaborate annual spring banquet, which is said to have set the tone for the entire spring season. There, many young students fell in love, and one even remarked that, quote, people began to think that the college was not so much an educational institution as a shoe factory, turning them out in pairs. The era of President Percy Crawford was brought to an abrupt halt on Halloween night, 1960. Crawford was traveling to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for a ministry meeting when he suffered a heart attack and died, leaving the school in the hands of Robert A. Cook. Tune in next week to find out how King's made its way from a large rural mansion to the Empire State Building in New York City. I'm Isabel, and you're watching So You Think You Know Kings on ESTv.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Snapchat at Empire State TV.
And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching ESTv. See you next week.